dash of where we play Geometry Dash with a dash of coffee. That's a good slogan. I like that better. Welcome. How are you doing today? Thank you for joining me. I'm gonna be answering chat later down the line, so be prepared to ask your questions for the legendary, the awesome Jordantrs. Yes, please let everyone know who you are and introduce yourself.
I'm an idiot. That's who I am. Okay. That's my intro. I'm an idiot. Welcome to podcast featuring an idiot.
Well, like, what do you do? How are you? Well, I guess my question is, what do you do in Geometry Dash, and how are you known in Geometry Dash?
That's a very complicated question, honestly. A lot of different people know me for a lot of different things. Some people know me for my old channel before I lost that. Some people know me from Twitter, some people know me from Discord, some people know me for editing for Juniper. Some people know me for being friends with other people. There's a lot of, some people know me for creating. There's a lot of different reasons why people know me. I would hope that people don't know me for the lesser stuff, but can't really change that, so.
Yeah, I got you.
Needless to say, a lot of people know me for different things.
That's good. That's really cool.
I guess if I had to pick a specific thing, I guess I'd say that I'm just a guy who just wants to do stuff that makes them happy, I guess.
Nice. That's awesome. Well, the first question is, and I'm glad you're just somebody who wants to do something. That's always good to be like proactive, you know. I'm like that too. I want to always be doing something. That's how I am. That's how I always have been, and just how I will be. Like I'm always a go-getter. That's why I love shooting, because it gives me the ability to do something. And I'm not the one to just sit and do nothing. I just can't. I'm like, when I'm at work, I'm here to work. You know, I'm like when I'm there to work. I'm not here to play. I'm here to work. And then I just have I guess workaholic mindset. But yeah, the first question is, how did you get into Geometry Dash? Like separate from how do people know you, but like, how did you first find out about Geometry Dash?
I think what you mean, you're asking like, how did I discover the game? You know, who made me find out the game. So okay. I've told this story a few times in the past, but I'm always open to resharing, because it's just, I think it's probably one of the more interesting reasonings for beginning into GD, because it's actually kind of bizarre in my opinion. But, especially back in middle school, I had a friend who would bring his tablet to school. He had it was in like a blue case, and it was just like, there's a bunch of games on there. There was like, I remember there was not Rocket League. For some reason I'm thinking Rocket League. No, there was a game called Drive Ahead on there. There was Bowmasters, and one of the other games that was on there was Geometry Dash. And before that, I had never heard of the game, so we never really played it, because obviously we would play more of the multiplayer stuff. You know, again, like Drive Ahead and Bowmasters. But there were a few times where he would pull it up and just start playing it. And I remember side note, I remember he freaking loved the Narwhals level, if you remember that level.
Yeah, I think so.
Narwhals.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he really liked that level. And it was just, but, so, I remember, I thought the game was, what ended up happening is I asked my mom, and I was like, hey, can you buy Geometry Dash for me? And she was like, oh yeah, sure. And then I just sort of just sat there and was like, hey, you ever gonna get the game? And so eventually I just got fed up and just got a pirated version of Geometry Dash on my phone. Not my phone, my tablet. And so, yeah, I made my first level on there, which is actually still up on the servers somehow, which I don't understand how the hell it's on the servers. It has like 12 downloads. Yeah. And yet somehow it was not destroyed in the great the mass deletion. I forgot what to call it.
Big server
so it's
deletion.
Still up. You can't search for it, but there's a hyphen in it, but it's still up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was that.
Oh, nice. That's a really rad story. I know some of the guests on the previous season mentioned that they they got into Geometry Dash through a friend's iPad or through a friend. But that's a really in-depth story. I'm glad you get to share it.
I for some reason remember like the weirdest stuff. So like I wouldn't be able to tell you what the first level I beat in GD is.
Yeah.
I'd be able to tell you, and again the narwhal level.
Yeah. I'm kind of the same way. My memory is just more photogenic than it is wordgenic. I don't know how to say that.
I get what you mean. Yeah, I don't really know how I describe it either. I don't really know. You just. Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. So that brings me to my next question. What do you like about GD or Geometry Dash?
Okay, that's a very odd question. Not odd. That's not the word I'm looking for. Okay. That sounds like. That would be like you'd be like, oh yeah, that's a pretty simple question, But for me, that's actually a very complicated question because honestly, I don't really know what I like about Geometry Dash. Like, I don't remember why I wanted to get the game when I first got it. I don't remember why I liked the game so much. I don't know why I've stuck around if it's for so long. I guess honestly, like one of the only things I can think of is that like, there's the sense of creativity. You can make whatever you want. You can play whatever you want. Relatively, you can't make porn, but like you can. You get
well, people have though. That's the thing. I literally.
Yeah, I know, but.
I literally was doing. Oh, sorry. I literally was doing viewer levels.
Like, okay, that's like. All right. Well, I mean, like that's like saying, oh yeah, you can murder people. Technically you can, but it's against the law. So
yeah, it's against the rules. Yeah.
I mean more like that, but as I was saying, and I guess the only real other idea is just like, I guess maybe partially the community. Because like, I'm sure like, I used to love Mario Maker, but I never stuck around in that community for very long. And I think part of the reason for that was because, while Mario Maker is a great game, I just never felt that attached to the community. Like,
yeah.
Mario Maker is a great game. Don't get me wrong. Amazing game. But it doesn't really have that sense of community that Geometry Dash does. Geometry Dash just has a good, has like a really good community. It's not really.
Yeah,
it's not like it's a lot more involved because unlike Mario Maker, Geometry Dash, you have people making, full blown like content-based videos. You have people making, full on movies in Geometry Dash. You have people making. Like a bunch of different stuff. It's a ton of stuff, and so it's not like Mario Maker in that sense. So I guess that's maybe the reason why I've stuck around with GD for so long. Sorry for the super long-winded answer.
No, this is perfect. This is what I like. Answers like these. I like all answers. All answers are welcome here. I see. I understand. I was going to say I agree with the Mario Maker statement. I think that Mario Maker is more like just strictly fewer levels for content, and that's it. I don't know why. It's just there's so much you can do with Geometry Dash, and there's only so much you can do with Mario Maker, if that makes sense. Like I noticed that like everyone has different types of content for what's it called? Flipping Geometry Dash, but with Mario Maker, the things that really like pop off or like stuff are either Alpha adds Mario Maker stuff or viewer levels. I don't know why. Like I love Mario Maker. Don't get me wrong. Mario Maker 2 is phenomenal, and that's how some part of my channel grew. And people are still asking me to this day about doing Mario Maker viewer levels, so I possibly will do when I get my Switch. But I think it's more of a like content based thing too, not just community based. Like yes, community just. There's always a reason to come back to Geometry Dash. With Mario Maker, it just feels like, I wouldn't say the effort, but I would say there's just not enough tools, right? There's not enough tools at the disposal. I'm not just talking about creator tools or stuff like that, or you can create with the level, but there's like, and sorry for my long-winded answer too, but...
Oh yeah, that actually is a good point, because with Mario Maker is very open. You can make a lot of stuff in it, but the problem is just Jordantrs is just so much more free in terms of stuff you can make. Like you can literally, people have made some insane stuff in frickin' in Jordantrs. You know, people have made full on games. You know, with Master Game, people have made movies. With this, people have made like insane stuff. And like honestly, Mario Maker is really cool. You can't do that. You can't really make art in Mario Maker. You can't really make. You can
you
really
can kind of make
Mario
music.
Levels. You can't really make anything else.
Yeah.
Whereas the Jordantrs, you can literally make whatever you want. You can literally make whatever you want. And I feel like that's probably one of the main difference.
And I also think that like I think flipping, what was it? Mario Maker has some of this, but I think it's also challenging. Like like the daily they give you dailies in Geometry Dash. They give you daily levels, weekly demons. They always give you a reason to come back and challenge yourself. I think that's a beauty about this game. And it's not just that, but there's just so many other. They like Rob gives you so many options. He gives the community free roam and free will and free stand to play the game how you want. And I think that's the beauty. That's the difference between Mario Maker, where it's just like how you view Mario levels, whereas Geometry Dash is like where you view your creativity, how far your creativity can go.
Yeah.
I was going to ask on that topic, which do you think is more popular? And this is just a specific question since we're talking about it. What do you think is more popular, personally? Mario Maker 2, or just the Mario Maker series, or Geometry Dash?
Geometry Dash. Because the problem with Mario Maker is, again, like Mario Maker, if you're talking about the original Mario Maker when it came out, honestly, I could see someone making an argument for Mario Maker being more popular. But nowadays, I'd say Jordantrs is definitely more popular, because the thing is, with Mario Maker 2 came out, and like that was really big, but the problem was just when like the Mario Maker 1 servers, they weren't even up for very long, if I remember correctly. Like Mario Maker came out like I want to say like 2014 or something, and they were shut down earlier this year. That's only like 5 years. Whereas Jordantrs servers been up since like 2013, and they're not getting shut down anytime soon. So with Mario Maker, I feel like people have started realizing, hey, so once you make something, it's stuck there, and once the servers, they'll be gone forever. Whereas with Jordantrs, you don't have to worry about that, because even if the servers go down, we still have private servers. We can still save our stuff and put them on there. We can still And besides, this is all up to Paz. He's not going to shut down the servers anytime soon, because he'd literally be killing his only source of income.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's not a good idea.
I definitely agree with that. I also think that like with Mario Maker, it's just like I think it's like a fad. I feel like sure, there's still a community somewhat, or
I wouldn't say a fad. Honestly, I wouldn't say a fad.
More like a novelty. I don't know what the word I'm looking for.
I think it's a good game. I think it has its audience, and it has an audience for a reason. But I feel like Jordantrs just offers a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
And despite how big Nintendo is, genuinely, like I've heard I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm not very involved in the Mario Maker community again, so I can't really fully give which one I think is more popular, because I'm not really in the Mario Maker community.
Yeah.
However, I feel like just simply because of like the variety Jordantrs gives, and just simply how many options are in Jordantrs versus Mario Maker, I feel like Mario Maker is just not as good as Jordantrs. But that's just simply because Mario Maker isn't made to be like Jordantrs. They're two separate types of games.
Two separate.
Mario Maker's just meant to let you make Mario stages. Jordantrs is just made to be, Geometry Dash. It's not really fair to compare them. They're both platformers, sure, but that's pretty much like the only similarity they have.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I know you aren't really like, I don't know how what's the hardest level you played in Mario Maker, but this is the question I was actually curious. Someone said that Mario Maker is harder than GD, and I totally disagree. But I want to hear an outside opinion that's more in depth.
that is actually a pretty interesting question, because I know there are some very fucking hard levels in Mario Maker. Like, there's stuff like P-Break and U-Break from the original Mario Maker, which, when you watch them, they are insanely hard. But the thing with me, I feel like Geometry is harder, and that's for a very specific reason. With Geometry, okay, with Mario Maker, if you look at how long it takes them like, oh, it took me like, you know, like 20 hours, you know, 70 hours, you know, like it's usually like around that range.
Yeah.
Whereas with Geometry, I see people take months to verify levels and months to beat levels, you know. You don't really have an equivalent like that to Mario Maker. And I feel like part of that is due simply to the fact that you don't really have the precision of placing stuff in Mario Maker like you do with Geometry. You know, you're stuck to a grid in Mario Maker. You're stuck to a grid. You can't move anything off the grid. Whereas in Geometry, you can like move with steps and the like, and you can like go very precisely. There's also a lot more stuff you can do. You can be a UFO, you can be a ship, you can be a cube, you can do whatever. You can make it as long as you want, you can make it as short as you want.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. There isn't a real length cap in Geometry. So there is one in Mario Maker. You know, there's a lot of things I feel like that makes Geometry a lot harder.
And I also think.
And also it's Geometry.
Well, yeah. I also think that like that's like the extreme demons. Not many people can beat the extreme demons. It takes people years. It's literally took me years to even beat the easy demons. Like this game, this we're talking about Geometry Dash. This game is way harder. Even the like easier levels. I do agree that Mario Maker is hard, but it's not. It's nowhere near the difficulty of Geometry Dash, because of the amount of effort and difficulty and trial and error and like just amount of years. Like I've forgotten what's the most. I feel like Bloodlust was the longest, or was it Sonic Wave of India? I don't remember. But
what do you mean? What do you mean?
Like what's the most amount of time taken to verify a level?
I think okay. From what I can recall, I think it's actually Kinos, because here's the thing, while Bloodlust technically took a while, there was a lot of breaks taken with Bloodlust.
Oh yeah.
Kinos was a straight 8 months of just playing the level every single day, playing Kinos. And because of that, I think Kinos took the longest, because it was just constant playing nonstop. There weren't really any breaks.
Yeah. I see. So yeah, that's really interesting. I thought I could have sworn. Well, it's fine. I was just curious. Like, that's really interesting to know, because I really never knew how long Kinos took. I hear all this stuff about how hard Kinos is and stuff. I even made a Kinos finale. Woohoo! But we'll get that later. Maybe, possibly. I was. Let me trace my train of thought. Let me get my train of thought back. I think that brings me to the next question. What is your hardest demon level?
That I've made or I've beaten?
Beaten.
Beaten? That's pretty obvious. It's Diligence. Although, I have been going after Allegiance, and I'm not sure which is harder, Diligence or Allegiance.
Yeah.
I'm still debating, because I'm not entirely sure. From what I've played for, I think Diligence is harder, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's still something I'm trying to figure out. Even when I beat it, even if I beat it, I'm not sure which I'm gonna consider to be harder. All I know is that it's either gonna Allegiance is either gonna be my hardest or my second hardest. It's one of the two. It's gonna be up there. Yeah.
Yeah. What is your hardest non-demon level?
I don't fucking know.
Well, just
I don't really. Okay, the thing is, I don't really play many non-demons, cause
no, I don't either.
I don't know. Like that's the thing with Jordantrs is that's just a lot of non-demons aren't really as interesting as actual demons. Like, honestly, if you told me to name a non-demon that isn't a 1.9 level or a 2.0 level, I would not be able to. Like, I'm genuinely thinking right now. I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
Well, I could bring a Pixel Party, but like that's my own level, so that's that's kind of stupid to bring that up because it doesn't really count.
Yeah.
Because it's just my level. Of course, I'm gonna know what it is. It's my level. But other than that, I can't really think of anything. Whereas if demons, I can think of like, oh, there's Future Funk. You know, there's Kina's Bloodlust. You know.
Yeah.
You know, there's Sonic with Infinity. You know, Tartarus technically because it got released in 2.1.
Yeah.
You also have like In Silico, you know, Diligence. You know, you have all these demons you can think of very easily.
Yeah.
But normally you remember is like the non-demons. So honestly, I have no idea what my hardest non-demon is. I genuinely don't know. I don't have a clue.
Okay. So the next question along the lines of the demon stuff. What is? Let me remember. Oh yeah. So what is your favorite demon or favorite level in general?
Okay, ready for this?
Yes.
I am okay. I'm probably gonna go on a rant here because me doing this conversation tends to lead into another conversation I have a lot.
That's fine.
And I'm sure you'll understand that in a bit. But essentially, for me, my favorite demon in the game is Future Funk, and the thing of that is just I don't know. It's just I find it really fun. And I just find the song to be really good and. For me, those two things make the level better than most other levels that I've ever played.
Yeah.
The only rule, and the problem with me is that everyone asks, "Oh, what about Future Funk 2? Or what about other Jonathan levels?" I'm like, Future Funk 2 sucks. Like it's bad. It's not a good sequel. I don't like the song, and the gameplay is atrocious. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, what about Dark Odyssey? Dark Odyssey's bad. I don't like it. I feel like he went too overboard with the deco. I feel like he went too hard in terms of trying to change everything. And freaking like, let's take the one part in one of the last ships, the part where it constantly changes game modes. You know, everyone points to that. It's like, oh, cool, look at that part. It's so cool. Whoa, look at it. And I'm like, yeah, it looks cool. But have you played it? Because when I played it, I hated it because it was so hard to play because it's constantly flashing and the structures aren't the same. So you have to like ultra focus on making sure you go exactly where you need to go, which is not good because for the rest of the level you don't have to focus nearly as hard as with that one single part.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and there's also there's a problem with like there's that one singular part in that ship where you have to hit your head on a platform, but only one platform. It's weird, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel like a lot of people tend to like, especially with like their favorite parts in the level, what they recognize in the level and remember. I feel like a lot of people, and this goes to your point, that they tend to see a really cool part and focus on that, and they don't look at the whole picture. If that makes sense.
But yeah, rant aside, because honestly, I could genuinely freaking make an entire like. We could literally have an entire podcast dedicated specifically to my opinions on like Jonathan levels and the like. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, I got you. What is your least favorite level? Oh well, you said it, so never mind. What is?
It's not Future Funk 2. It's not okay. Listen, it's not Future Funk 2. It's not Future Funk 2. It's not Jonathan level. I will say that it's not Jonathan level.
Okay.
Well, I said I hate Future Funk 2. It's not my least favorite level. My least favorite level, I'm trying to think, because a lot of levels I really don't like. I really don't like Crazy 3. I don't know if people like it so much, but I really don't like it. The gameplay is so awkward to me, and it just ruins the level for me. I really don't like Ultimate Demon Mix. Forsaken Neon was a bitch, but it was easy. Quest Perfection is something I really don't like.
None of these levels I've heard of, but I'm getting there. Are these like newer levels? I don't know which level
I'd say is my least favorite. Like there are ones levels I hate, but I can't really say I have a level that's my least exact. Like it's not like with Future Funk where I have like one definitive favorite. I don't really have a definitive least favorite level.
Yeah. My favorite level, it could be demon or non-demon. I personally enjoy Speed Racer from what I've played of, from what I beat of it. But I like that's just easy demon. But I also enjoy B decently. I like Wild West. I like I'm trying to think of the. Oh, I like Supersonic. From what I haven't fully gotten into the level. I only have like 4% on it, but I still thoroughly enjoy what I played of it and what I've seen of it. I personally enjoy Supersonic because I don't know, it just feels nice. I don't know. I personally enjoy that kind of game. I personally enjoy just the song and the thing. I also like Shiver. There was another one. Oh, Yatsukarasu. That's a cool flipping level, bro. Like I don't care how hard it is. It looks so cool. Like the flipping bird, the eagle, the flipping the flipping like I don't know. It's a cool looking level. But yeah, that's personally my picks. I was going to say that. Oh, flip. Who do you think is the most hardest working player in Geometry Dash? Can be a creator, can be a player. Who do you think is the most hardworking person in the Geometry Dash community?
Does it have to be someone I know? Like, does it have to
It can be
literally be anyone?
It can be anyone. If you want to make it someone you're friends with, that's fine too. This is just about you. You know, this is a questionnaire. What you think?
Okay, so I'm gonna say I don't really follow the big demon slayers. I don't follow people like Ed Swish or everyone else. Which is obvious by the fact I can only think of N-Swish, but from the people, because I tend to follow more the content creator side, because I watch that stuff more.
Yeah, that's more entertaining.
From what I've seen, I think, because people don't really take into account how hard it is to be a content creator. Like,
oh yeah, trust me.
I know that most people are going to say, like, the top demon slayers are the hardest, or the Starglares. People underestimate how hard it is to be a content creator, you know, especially for people like freaking. I don't understand how the hell EVW makes as much content as he does.
Yeah.
You know?
And how like quality
I'm not sure if he does
it is.
More. At one point, he was uploading daily. I'm like, how the hell are you uploading chapters daily?
And
like,
not only that,
I tried once and I could not do it.
Well, and yeah, isn't it?
People like him, I have massive respect for.
Yeah, no, I agree. Trust me. Even just streaming is there's a lot of work that goes into it. You all think it's just just goes and streams. No, there's a lot of like technical difficulties that could happen. There's a lot of other things. There's a lot of setting up and warming up, and making sure I'm mentally prepared not
even like that, but more so just like. You know, you have to actually come up with video ideas. You can't just keep making the same video ideas every single time. You have to come up with new ideas every once in a while.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. Like Eric found Whirlwind's like you can like he and how he does it in quality. It's not just the quantity he does; it's the quality. Like it's amazing he does that daily and keeps that quality consistent. Like you can come up with new ideas, but you can also come up. Well, you can also make it quality, and you can do it daily, but you can do it with quality in mind, and I think that's a perfect thing a perfect. I wouldn't say example, but a perfect maybe it's example. I don't know the word. A perfect quality that no pun intended that Eric Van Wormerman has in his videos. Eric has as a creator because. A lot of other creators.
I don't know. I only have a top hardest worker. I just say like content creators in general. Like people underestimate how especially like Juniper, especially I'll say Juniper things. A lot of people are just like they like to shit on her a lot because her content's not funny and she's only like because she's girl and I'm just sort of just sitting here like. What? Because now obviously I'm biased because I edit for her, but from what I've seen behind the scenes, I don't really want to get into for personal reasons because I don't want to get into like the private stuff.
That's fine. You don't have to. You don't have to.
From what I have seen and observed, she works really hard for what she has. She really does appreciate what she has, and she works herself so hard for it, and. A lot of people, nobody sees that because that's not a lot of the GD creators don't, a lot of GD content creators don't show that. They'll just, all you'll see is just the happy side, and they're just like, oh yeah, guys, let's go play recent levels. You don't see the behind the scenes stuff. Same as like EVW, one of that he works insanely hard for what he has.
Yeah.
And people don't see that because a lot of time people don't really
relate.
see reason to show that because it's like, why? They don't care. Why would they care? They'll just be like, bro, just make more recent levels videos. Idiot.
I think it's
so,
yeah. I think it's also, and that leads me to my next question. But I'm gonna say real quick that my thoughts on that. I think it's really also easy just to pass it off as like, oh, it's not a job or something. Like literally, a job is something you get paid for.
Oh, dude.
And,
okay.
Like,
I hate people like that, dude. They are genuinely idiots.
Yeah,
like,
because literally,
again, people act as though like, oh, it's so effortless. You just have to make clickbaity content every day. No, it is so much harder.
Especially with the algorithm. Like literally, people don't understand.
It's harder than stuff like I don't think it's harder than some shit like an office job or some shit. Because genuinely, you isn't like you aren't being told what to do. You don't know what to do. You're just going for gut. You're just being like, okay, what do I think they'll like? So you're not only, the person making the content, you're also the person coming up with the ideas for the content. You're the person coming up, you're the person recording the content. You're the person editing the content. You're the person, uploading the content. You're the person who's streaming. You're the person you're doing everything. You are doing every single thing. And people underestimate how much there is to do. You have to do so much.
Yeah.
And so when people say that it's not a job, it pisses me off.
It pisses me off too,
is.
dude.
You don't understand how much effort it takes.
Yeah, like literally, I will say I'm like the basic. No, I want to say I'm basic, but like even
You're
my.
Basic, I will be honest.
I am basic.
Honest, you're kind of basic. I'll be honest.
No, that's fine. Like I just.
There, but compared to other people, there are people who do.
So much more. They do so much more.
Junie has to. At one point, Junie, if you remember when she initiated Junie Plush stuff, she had to ship out every single Junie Plush herself. By herself. She did it from her house. She had to have to, like package them, put them in a box, put the label on, double check everything, and then send them off to the post office, pay shipping, and then ship off. While still also making videos, using, catching up with her audience on Twitter and, YouTube comments, streaming, maintaining her Discord server, talking to friends, doing schoolwork, doing a job. There's so much shit you have to do. It's so much.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It can really take a toll on you, which I know it has on me a lot, which is, again, part of the reason why me losing my channel hurts so much, because I sacrificed a shit ton of my life for my channel.
Yeah.
Just to see it all go away, just like... I was just like, bro, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I put so much effort into that channel for it to essentially just go to waste.
Dude, that's literally how I feel. Because I lost my first channel because, partly was because of me being stupid and not understanding a thing about copyright. So I'm like, okay, let me tell everyone I got a new channel and delete the old one, not knowing that would detriment me. And it's a whole thing, but I'm just I'm glad you understand that. Like, oh my god, I'm not the only one. Like losing my first channel was just so detrimental to me. Like it's like I lost a part of me because and yes, I have this channel. I'm grateful for this channel. But on the old channel, I had like 10, 20 people all the time, and I don't know. It's just I would put so much effort in that channel, and in this channel, it's just I actually went out and edited it, and I did a lot of stuff and had great ideas. But this channel is I'm worried that I want to make sure I have 2K, so I'm thinking I should put more effort into that. I'm going to, but it's just do I it's just not do I want to deal with it again, because I do want to go through that, not go through that, but I do want to put effort into it, but at the same time it's just I don't want to lose it again,
Yeah.
Like
And so, again, that's probably the reason why. That's probably the reason why I haven't put much effort into my current channel, because simply just I don't, when you lose something you've worked on for like 6 years, it just ruins your motivation. So that moment, from that moment onwards, I just had like zero motivation for my own channel. Like that's probably like I still edit for Junie. Like I still edit really hard for her because I have motivation for that. But for my own channel, no, I have like zero motivation because why would I? I was already I was already monetized. I was already earning money. I was already there. It's already where I wanted to be, and I completely lost it.
Yeah.
Why would I want to do it again, knowing that the same thing could happen again?
Exactly.
Why would I want that? Why would I want to do that?
Exactly.
And honestly, I think there's a chance it most likely won't happen again. But still, just the idea is still there in my head. Like you could still throw it all away again.
Yeah.
You idiot.
Yeah. Like I feel so much regret. Like that's the only thing I feel regret. In my whole life I true regret. Like in my whole life I've made choices and I don't regret those. I think those were, whether or not they were right or wrong, I think they were what I felt was right. But like I guess the only regret I ever have is deleting the old channel. I love this channel. Like I'm glad I have it. But I don't know, it's just a part of me that still regrets that decision. But yeah, so I was gonna ask, what's it like editing for Junie?
Okay, so this is a very interesting question. So you'd probably assume. I'll get this out of the way real quick because I know there are genuinely people who believe this. No, I don't get free nudes. Shut up. Because genuinely, I've had people ask me that. I've genuinely had people ask me if Junie sends us nudes.
That's stupid.
I'm not kidding. And yeah, exactly. I'm like, no. What the fuck? No. So yeah, I'm just trying to get that out of the way real quick for all the assholes who think that way. No, that's not how it works. Honestly, it's a lot more chill than you'd expect. You probably expect it to be more so like like a job, or so, if I guess I don't really know how else to explain it. But it's a lot more chill. It's more just sort of just like it feels more like a friend group than anything. We're just all just in the server hanging out. Like she doesn't really assign people jobs. She's more just like, oh hey, does anyone want to edit this video and run?
Yeah.
So when she's like, oh hey, yeah, I'd like to edit that, and then you'll just send it our way, and then we'll edit it. Sometimes we'll like play Uno in there. Sometimes we'll just be in VC and goof off. Sometimes we'll be in text chat just memeing with each other. It's a lot of fun. It's not as serious as you'd think it is. It's actually genuinely a good time.
Nice.
I don't really want to get into much more detail.
That's
just
fine.
In case.
That's totally fine. Yeah.
I don't really wanna.
I'm not going to ask you any more about that. I just
or something, but
yeah, no, I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask any. I wasn't going to ask anymore. I was just curious. I'm pretty sure.
It's fine. I understand. I was just want to clarify because I would get into a lot more detail. But I don't really
safety.
I don't really want to risk anything.
No, that's fine. I totally understand and respect that. I was going to say it's been 30 minutes, but I was going to say, do you have enough time for those are basically the basic questions. And it was really personal. I think personable, or whatever the word is. But if the chat, do you have time for chat questions, if they have any?
Sure. Yeah, sure. I have like until honestly 11 or something. I can literally stay here for pretty much as long as I want.
Okay, awesome. But I was gonna I try to keep these a certain amount of time. But yeah, that's fine. No, we'll stay for a little bit. So yeah, there was there's a whole questionnaire that I had. I had a whole sheet. I can't find it, so I'm just going off the top of my head, and I'm gonna have to rewrite that or retype it or whatever. Plus, I wanted to be more relaxed and like this. I wanted to be more not just official, but what's the word? Not just formal, but just chill, relax. We just have a conversation, that's the goal of mine. I'm trying to think. Do you have it? All right. So this is kind of non-GD related, but yeah, well actually this goes into a GD thing. But what's your favorite song? What's your favorite song from like who's your favorite music creator for GD and what's your favorite song that's either in Geometry Dash or it doesn't even have to be Geometry Dash.
Um, honestly, I don't really know. Like, okay, I don't really play Jump just specifically for the music. Like, okay, music plays a major role in whether or not I like a level. Like, if if I don't like the song in a level, I won't really like the level as
Yeah.
much as I would if I had a good song. Um, which is again part of the reason why I don't really like Future Funk 2. I don't like the Future Funk 2 song. I think it's kind of eh.
Yeah,
But
I feel
that's
you.
not the main reason why I don't like the level. I'm just gonna say off the bat, um, but I don't have like I don't really have a definitive favorite song or favorite artist. Like there are artists that come to mind. Like I like Dim Rain 47. I like Creo. Um, I guess you call me a basic bitch. I don't know. People
No,
might say that. I
I'm
don't
the same
care.
way.
I
I would
like the
name
music, but
I would
in
name the
fact,
same
if
amount
this
you would.
shocker, I like ruckus music. How dare I? Oh no, Jordan has an opinion on the internet? How dare he? And I'm
uh,
just like, so like, I don't really care what people think. Like, I hear people thrash on Ruckus a lot. I hear people thrash on Creo a lot. And I'm like, I don't care. Okay.
yeah.
I mean, I personally think you're dumb, but like, I guess I'll respect your opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, just respecting opinion. You don't have to agree or like it, but as long as you respect it, don't say, "Oh, you're trash. Your opinion's about like that really annoys me." It's like an opinion is an opinion. Fact is a fact. There's two separate things that people are too mixed up about. But my personal thing. I'm trying to think. You know one thing that I've been trying to do in Geometry Dash or just like in general is like like in my general gameplay too is like be mindful of the like when I say this when I say this I mean like I don't know what I mean by this but like notice what I'm doing not just play on auto mode right so so I don't even know what auto mode is you know the basics of auto mode or whatever but auto mode is basically like you're playing without thinking, right? And so like I've been trying to be more
Yeah.
mindful about that, and like you just play because you're used to it and stuff like that. Like and that like not just in fighting games, but like I've been trying to in Geometry Dash. I've been trying to like work on my gameplay and like just being more mindful about it. Is there anything you think you need to work? And this can go for creating as well, but like in the game or whatever whatever it may be. Is there anything you oh is there anything you what was it? What's it? Sorry. Is there anything you think you need or should or want to improve on in your gameplay? Or geometry dash, or just like what you do in geometry dash.
Okay. Okay. I definitely do want to work on like my skill, obviously, in terms of playing because frickin' I want to beat harder stuff. I want to. One of my remaining goals, literally my few remaining goals in the game are to beat a list demon, the demon list, whether it be on the extended list or the main list. I want to make like an extreme demon and have it verified on my account and have it rated because I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Like it would be so cool to just go on the demon list and see like number the 73 blank by Jordantrs verified by I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And obviously and also I want to get mod. So those are like the three things I really want.
Yeah.
Obviously, the first one I can technically do. I mean, I have progress on Omicron. I could beat that if I really wanted. If I really tried hard enough.
Yeah.
I could beat. I could beat. There's lots of I could beat. Creating is probably the hardest one because not so much the gameplay, because I think my gameplay is fine. I don't really want to change my gameplay. The
Yeah.
main problem is with decoration, because the problem with me, I actually brought this up on Twitter literally like 3 days ago, but I found out I have Fantasia, which I don't know if you know what that is, but
I do not.
essentially, you can like visualize stuff in your head. You can like, if like someone tells you to visualize a purple basketball with green stars on it, you can like close your eyes and envision that. You can see it in your head.
Yeah,
right?
I do that
I can't
too.
do that.
Oh.
I can't do that. And Fantasia essentially is where you can't do that. I don't have that ability. I can't envision stuff. I can't visualize stuff. So the problem with that is that I'm a very visual-based person.
Yeah.
So when it comes to making decoration, I can't visualize deco in my head. I literally don't have the ability to do this. It's not like I'm stupid and can't do it. It's because my brain literally is wired in such a way where I literally can't do it. Like, it's not my fault. It's just I was born this way. I've always been this way.
I respect that, yeah.
So the problem with that is that's probably part of the reason why my deco usually has always been based on other people's deco. Like, Man's Dan's based on Dan's Man. Pixel Party is based on, like, Mario and Nintendo. Even September was based on some modern levels that Dan had made a while back,
Oh, nice.
And, frickin' what's it called? Flame Room is based on this one Nine Circles level that was made. I forgot who made it, what it was called, but I know it exists. It's not fully based on it in the same way that Man Stand is, but it's still like inspired by it, I guess. But yeah, the problem is I have a really hard time coming up with deco. That's because it's really hard to, because I can't. I'm literally, how I have to do is I have to just like play stuff randomly and hope it works.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I see. Well,
that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. Well, the last question is the secret question. What do you wish? Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I'm thinking of this right. Yeah. What do you wish? Like, what's one thing that you would like people to know about you that they may not have known about you before? Like anything good or just anything. If that makes sense. Like what's one thing that you wish?
It makes sense. I get what you're saying. I'm just being silent because that is a very, very complicated question. Because again, from like the very first question, you're like, "What do people know me for?" I'm like, "That's a very complicated question because like people know me like 5 billion different things." For me, there's like a billion different things I want people to know. Mainly being, hey, I'm not an asshole who steals deco. Hey, I'm not an asshole who sends porn to minors. I'm not an asshole who, rips people off. I'm not an asshole who does this and that, I'm not egotistic. There's so much shit I could say because so many people hold these stupid ass grudges against me that make absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
And are based on like things I did like once. And they just spread these stupid beliefs about me on Twitter and on Discord and the like, and I really just want to be able to sit there and tell them, hey, that's not true. Shut up.
Yeah.
But that will never work. People love to, crap on me simply because they can.
Yeah.
And there's nothing I'll ever be able to do about it. There will always be, people there to shit on me no matter what I do. There'll always be someone there to say, hey, remember when you stole Glide, and also when you stole Dancement Style, and when you stole this, and when you stole that? Also when you stole Ado, and when you stole Acropolis, and when you stole this and that. Yeah. There's always be people like, oh, remember that one time you were super egotistical? Yeah, you're still egotistical. Stop being egotistical. There'll also be people like, oh, stop getting into drama, die, Like, now I'm like, no, shut up. I'm living my life the way I want to live my life. Shut up. If you don't like me, fine, block me. I don't care. But don't go spreading misinformation about me on the internet,
Exactly.
If you want, okay. Like, there was one time where someone who, I will say right now, I'm not going to say their name, but they are okay with me now. But at one point, they thought I was egotistical. No, they thought I was attention-seeking because, like, one of the examples they brought up genuinely was the fact that I tweeted out that my job application got denied, which is really stupid because that's the whole purpose of Twitter. The whole point of Twitter is just to be able to tweet whatever the hell you want.
Exactly.
But whatever. Like.
But people want to gatekeep, and that's stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining my podcast. It was a pleasure to have you on here. I hope you can have me on your podcast if you ever have it. And thank you for joining us.
I might.
Awesome. It was nice to meet you officially. I know we seen each other on Twitter here and there, but now we can officially know each other. Yay! Is there how can people find you? Like what is your Twitter or YouTube or Twitter that people can find you?
So my Twitter is Jordantrs1 because the actual Jordantrs is freaking some guy who hasn't tweeted since 2013, and that's not even a joke.
Yeah.
But like legitimately, if I look up Jordantrs and go to not that people, yeah, Jordantrs. Their last tweet, they joined July 2012, and their last tweet was a reply to someone in December of 2013.
Yeah.
Like, bro, dude. And they have a website called, like, Jordantrs.com. It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Like, come on. They don't even, they barely have any tweets. Come on.
Yeah.
Just let me have the frickin', yeah, so, yeah, anyways, my ad's at Jordantrs1, no spaces. My YouTube is just Jordantrs, I'm on Twitch. My Twitch is real Jordantrs, because someone took the Jordantrs name for some reason.
Yeah.
And my Discord is just Jordantrs. Yeah, essentially just look up Jordantrs if you want to find me.
Okay, awesome. And then the very last thing is, thank you for joining us, and it was a pleasure to have you. The last thing is there anyone you want to shout out real quick?
Okay. There's a lot of people I could.
Just name one.
Hold on, let me think.
Okay.
I can't name just one, dude.
All right, name at least a couple. Like that's fine. Sorry.
So I would like to shout out all the junior editors because genuinely a lot of them work their ass off. We have ℝ𝕦𝕝𝕝𝕝. He's probably the main person who made me want to apply to be an editor for Juniper.
Yeah.
And he's also just a good friend of mine. Evan, Gyro, GeoBlitz, Dasher. There's probably a few others I'm forgetting because my memory sucks. But all of them, they're really cool. There's people like freaking there's somebody named Jerkoy who's a really cool artist. Same with Kazoo the cat. They're really cool. Yeah, there's a lot of people I think are really cool and really deserve some extra attention.
Awesome.
In order for me to shout them all out, I would if it was a Twitter thread, it would have 50 tweets. There are just so many people I'd want to give attention to.
Yeah, I feel you. But thank you for sharing that. Well, everyone, it was great to have you all here. It was great to have Jordan on here, and we're going to get on out here. Thank you, Jordan, for joining us. I really appreciate it. Hope we can talk some more and just chill. And we're going to get on out here. But before we do, remember to dash. To play Geometry Dash for the dash. What was it? Anyway, remember to dash with your coffee. Alright, bye guys. Okay.
Remember to drink 5 giant cups of coffee before you play Geometry Dash.
Actually, don't do that.
You will die before you die in game, therefore meaning you win. The end.
No, you don't win.
Goodbye, everybody.
Alright, bye.